Why, hello! Happy Sunday night, friends! It is wonderful to see you. It has been a busy weekend, but I have been really looking forward to getting to play more Dragon Age with you guys. Welcome in, Kess. Thank you for being first. I see Estella. Welcome in, Stella. Good to see you. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for Kupo. Hello, I am Fast Wolf. I hope you're having a great weekend. How's everyone doing so far? I know it is about to be the start of another week, which is, you know,
That's
icky
it!
stinky.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Akai, hello! Hello, Akai. Hello, Io. Good to see you. And Nem. Look at all these friends. I'm hype. Oh, it's great to see you, Fast Wolf. Thank you. For a while, streams were a little few and far between, so it was hard to catch them, but I am learning to be a little more flexible, and also I've just managed to reorganize some priorities, which has been helpful. Oh, have coffee and cat, those are two of my favorite things. You're here for dog? Akai, we now have permanent dog, because I will not stand for Mabari impermanence. Oh, Fallout 1. I've never played Fallout 1. I've never gone that far back. I hope you were having a fantastic time. Pet that dog! Yes, Good Boy, as he was named by the community, is now going to be a permanent party member. And I also got a mod to turn our hats off so we can see everybody's cute hair and cute faces, which is very important to me. Let's see. Let's load up. I think we have a lot of stuff to do at camp. We have all of our friends to talk to. I did all of our inventory management last time. But it's time to talk to the fam. And then the big choice that everybody made last time is that we are going to go to Redcliffe first before pursuing any treaties. And we will tackle any decisions that come up in Redcliffe together as a family. This world state is going to be so crazy by the time we're done. Although you guys have been very consistent so far. I've noticed that there has been a lot of respect for the lore, which is hilarious. I also like to call him Barkspawn. Akai, I did include that in the list. I basically wrote down a list of what everybody suggested and I rolled dice. Oh, Fast Wolf Origins is one of my favorite games of all time. I talk about this pretty much every time I've done any kind of Dragon Age stream, which has been a fair amount. But this game in particular, the whole series is very special to me, but when I first played Origins, I was going through a really difficult time in my life, and coming home from work and being able to just immerse myself in this game and shut everything else out was incredibly helpful to me. So it will always be really special for that reason. And then I kind of had a similar experience with Baldur's Gate 3 when that came out, because that was also a very rough year. And like totally losing myself in 500 hours of Baldur's Gate 3 helped me through that. It's time to insert some chaos. Alright, we're gonna talk to all of our boys. Sten is right here. We'll start with Sten.
Why are we stopping?
I agree. Being able to escape from hard times and just enjoy some good storytelling, that is the best thing about games. We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you all right? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
You didn't really answer my question.
No, I didn't.
Why did you offer to help me?
For the moment, you are the enemy of my enemy.
For the moment?
Yes, I am Kunari. As long as you do not make yourself my enemy, I will aid you. I can promise nothing else.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
He's like this. I love him. Knight, Knight, best Knight. Good evening, Knight. How are you? 5 years ago, you did the same with D&D. Oh, D&D is great for that. Plus, D&D has the social aspect, too, which is good. You need people around you when you're going through something like that. Wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment.
Damn.
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
I really like his voice acting, too. Sten has very good voice acting. Oh, you've got some cornbread and coffee? That sounds amazing, Knight. I hope you are having a great, chill Sunday. Hey, Papa Cloudy, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, you just finished D&D yourself? I know, it's so good. I usually have D&D on Sundays, but I didn't have either of my sessions today. It has been a strange, diceless weekend. Yesterday, normally Saturdays is when I play D&D with the group that Corvus DMs, which is fantastic. London, Queenie, Misty, and I all play together in that one. But I had family in town this weekend, so we did not play. But I'm looking forward to our next session. Because we have been exploring a haunted mansion, and we left off having gotten the attention of a froghemoth, which I'm looking forward to. No dice, the horror. It was a busy weekend, and it's been a long week, so I didn't mind having the downtime, but I will look forward to having dice time with friends again next week. Let's see. A little hostile, aren't we?
Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding.
So this is you being calm and helpful.
Couldn't you tell?
You know what? Just follow orders and you'll do fine.
As you wish.
He approves, though. He liked that. He liked that I answered questions and didn't get pissy. Oh, the boy.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Bestie from the other side of the country is visiting tomorrow. Building a paladin. Oh, you're building our paladin based on Shira? That's awesome. She'll love that. You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. It's fine. He died a hero. They all did.
Oh, welcome in,
Come on,
Rainy.
let's go. I think I'm done talking.
One of my absolute favorites too, Papa. It's so good.
What do you need? Ask away.
I made a quote-unquote joke in passing that it would be fun to do a long-term stream series using the world state we build in this game. And I think that's becoming less of a joke by the day. I think I would really love to play all of the series on stream. It's not like I'm gonna get tired of Dragon Age anytime soon. I haven't yet. What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend.
Thank you for hugging each other. You guys are
But
so
don't let
cute.
them
What a
fool
wholesome
you.
chat.
They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Am I tired of Dragon Age now? Nope, never have been, never will be. Couldn't others learn those talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity.
Now?
The Chantry
Nope, not
keeps a
yet.
close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means
It
we
is
become
timeless.
addicted.
Special to
And
me.
since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
It's horrible. I can't believe they would do that. Fuck the
Well,
Chantry.
they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need
What are you
lyrium
friggin'
in
doing
order
that
to learn
for?
the Templar
You're just gonna
talents.
die.
Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or
Monks!
so I was told.
Welcome in, monks.
it
Good to
doesn't even
see
do
you.
that.
I probably
The
will
Chantry
die if
usually
this
doesn't let their Templars
playthrough
get
so far
away
has been
either,
any
so they can
indication.
spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Oh, I hope that Lee starts feeling better and calms down a bit. Keep us posted on what's going on with him. Give him smoochies from us.
What do you need?
I have not exhausted your
Ask away.
dialogue options yet. Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here, but I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no
Monks,
contact
no!
from Duncan. or
Our
someone. They'll
husbando!
send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them.
Am I thinking to smooch Alistair?
We could try to contact
I
them,
haven't decided. I
but
think
that would mean
ultimately
leaving Ferelden, and even if we did,
chat
they
is
couldn't
going
come
to
back with us in
decide
time to stop the blight.
who we choose in
So
the
that
end.
means whatever happens.
So far, chat wants
It's
us
up to us.
to flirt with everyone, which we can do. But you know that my heart personally is with Alistair. I know where your vote is going for sure. Full vengeful evil, cast fireball on them all. Monks would be so dangerous playing Baldur's Gate. You want anyone but him, Akai? That makes sense. You probably see a lot of him. I've played this game a lot, so I have dated everybody. I try to choose whoever's best for, like, the warden that I have built in my head. So for me, Alistair belongs with my human Kuzland. But it could be anyone but Morrigan. They won't let me have Morrigan because I'm a lady, which is shameful. We need to start rebuilding the Order.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now.
Ahmad probably would. I've made her a blood mage boyfriend before, which was delightful. The typo is funnier. What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left for Eldon? I don't know.
Hello there.
If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the
Thank
only
you for
ones
Obi-Wan.
who can defeat it.
Hello
And
there.
that means the blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something more.
Ask away.
What you got? Said you were raised by the Chantry?
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Really? That must have been tough for them.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
That is what they say about Anders. And these dogs sold you to the Chantry, I take it.
Oh, there you go, listening to me again. You'd think you'd have gotten past that already. I ended up in the Chantry, sure, but I didn't start there. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Uncle Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Your waifu is Shale. I love Shale. Good choice. I also love Ogren. I really like every party member in this game. But Ogren is a lot of fun. He's hysterical. He wasn't your father, so you know who is?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Uncle Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
An awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Think the Arl will help?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
I think that... Oh, I can ask him once more
What
about
do you need?
Templars. Unlock that.
Ask away.
Oh. Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
I thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
Had a lot of these pillow fights, I take it.
On confession day, we could go all night. Being a Templar isn't all about chasing men in skirts and hiding behind priests, you know.
Monks, thank you for gifting a sub to Eyebrow Wiggle.
It's really quite boring.
Beautiful. Congratulations, Eyebrow Wiggle. I do really want to know, yes.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist.
Don't worry,
It's not
Alistair,
like we
I'm
have
gonna do
anything
this to
better
everybody.
do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Uncle Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess.
You're right, Knight. We just
I was
love
actually
the
quite
sound of
good
his
at it.
voice. And his dumb jokes. I think I understand.
Using the abilities I have came after years of education and discipline that was difficult to achieve, if rewarding. The sword training and religious doctrine all came later. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Not anymore, no.
We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over...
Hey,
once the blight
Crimson!
is- Well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Although
So
that
many
seems like
questions.
a
I thought the
far ways
Inquisition
off.
wasn't for another 2
And I
games.
suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
Oh, 5 endings, Monks. You have really been cranking it. I look forward to seeing more of them. I've never gotten all the endings in Chrono Trigger, despite my enjoyment of it. I've never taken the time, so it is exciting to see them. They can be rebuilt.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Right. That is it for you. Hello, Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
This made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue. Yes?
We're talking.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How so? No, actually, I am dwarf, so that's why I'm not particularly fond of them.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I love that Liliana is willing to cut a bitch for Jesus, basically. Alistair mentioned pillow fights. I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
You have not. You have other
Yes?
dialogue options.
Well, here I am.
I want to know what everybody has to say. What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Wife.
What do you wish of me?
Thank you, Rainey. I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Is that not true? Your mother's been doing this for a long time, then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She made me promise. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to
Fuck
me.
yes.
It's true. You look upon the world
Hello,
around you and you
Pardos.
think
Thank you for
know it
Karlak.
well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my
Wouldn't that be
form,
crazy
they
if it
are
was a
still
technicality
animals,
and she could
thus they
study
cannot
dwarves and turn
speak,
into a dwarf?
even
That'd be
were
cool.
I to ask.
That would be useful in certain circumstances, but alas. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
I know, am dwarf. Never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
It's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
I'm not afraid of magic.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Girl, no, you're so sexy. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk, let us proceed lest the dust gather on us.
Ooh, +6. That's great from Morrigan.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Did you grow up in the Kokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for
Your
pointless
mom's so
information,
cool. I just
do
wanted to get that out there. It's true, her mom is so cool. Man, after all these years, I know so much about her mom. Her mom is so cool. I'm curious, what's wrong with that?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
You remained unnoticed?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much, so confident and bold.
Yeah, I would never
was
call her
I,
an
yet there was
abomination.
much
I would
that
be too
Flemeth
afraid
could
to.
never have prepared me for.
Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told.
Oh
But
dear,
then
help
I
me,
gave up
Uwu.
long
It
ago any
worked.
hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
I'm glad it worked out this way, at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
I think you had a little
What do you
something
wish of
more
me?
to say.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were.
Savage!
Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You found it fun?
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true
That sounds like a
game
whole lot of their
began.
fault.
Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Surely more would have followed.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Do you still think that was
I
fun?
think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the
Girl,
wilds have taught
continue
me
to be right.
anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
You're probably right.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
No, we're not done talking.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
We don't talk about this stuff now, we'll have to talk about it later, Morgan.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Dialogue tax time, it looks like you owe 100%. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. A powerful Maleficar.
You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Oh, not true then?
No, quite true, but this part only. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Sold his wife to another man?
Life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
She truly loved Osen then?
That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Wait, she never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Very sus. Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect even to her.
An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Oh, she's an abomination of a different kind. My mother is a useless drunk, if you must know. Yeah, that's the truth.
Then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
How much do you know of Flemeth? Quiz, deep breath. It's so true.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Can you teach others to become shape changers?
Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
Okay. As you wish. I don't think I can ask her
What do you
personal
wish of me?
questions yet, but we can try.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I don't want to ask her why she's still here. She'll get mad. I want her to be here. Alright. That is everybody we have so far. We may have something to talk to Bowden about. Let's see.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
So what's your story exactly?
Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as you and your companions, I'm sure. Dwarven
Enchantment!
merchants are common enough on these roads, aren't they?
Have you heard any rumors?
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Logain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Okay, I've already done all the shopping.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Love you, Sandal.
Enchantment?
I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Let's see. Oh, putting a slow rune on it seems great. Fantastic. Fantastic. I have DLC stuff over here.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
When you're playing games with friends and they find you in a pile of corpses, you always just say enchantment. Perfect. That's the perfect answer. Duncan never mentioned you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
Have you?
But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop.
Not
Don't want to waste your
enchantment.
time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the
It's
wardens.
another dwarf who just says
and for me.
abjuration.
But poor Duncan's, well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Go ahead and tell your tale.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order.
Duncan Levi
Then
compact,
was
the
very much
DLC.
against letting
Perfect.
Orlesian wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him,
Oh,
was
hello,
a fair-minded monarch, and he let them in.
Go on, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was.
Luna.
Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then.
She's curled up on the same
We were
blanket
of an
she's been
age
camped on all
and struck
day
up a
that I
friendship.
posted in the
king
media
himself
channel
went
earlier.
with the wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Duncan was an easy man to like.
That he was.
Oh, thank you for hydrate and posture check. Let me grab my water, which Luna was just pawing at. My posture's pretty good. I was starting to shrimp a little bit, but pretty good. Luna's is donut. She is being a sleepy donut. Thank you for the self-care check. Thank you for your part in bringing the wardens here.
Oh, your stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past is a bit checkered, to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden back when the wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
It's the happy fun times age. Hello, Luck. Good to see you. So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since
Unsurprising,
Ireland's
because once
days.
again,
At least none that's come
I'm
back.
dwarf.
I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
How will reclaiming the peak help the wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Family's faith will be rewarded. I'll help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
That's for another time, but now we have access to it. Alright, let's check with Good Boy. Hi, Good Boy.
Oh, why, you little...
Did you just jump at the sight of your own shadow again?
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Who else playing with the
I
dog?
once heard a really
Still
old
Alistair.
legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
If you'd had it and didn't know it, it was probably tasty. We troll dog.
Ugh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Oh, he likes her. God, some of these answers can't be stinkier than what normally goes into them. Savage. Terrible. It's the thought that counts. He means well.
Dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
I know, I love Barkspawn. You're a good boy. You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Hey, be nice to my dog. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Huh. Alright, one more dog check-in and then we'll take off. Yeah, Sten. Watch Sten and good boy. Yeah, Barkspawn is one of my favorite names for him.
And worthy of respect.
That's what Alistair names him when he's Alistair's dog in the Darkspawn Chronicles. And I love that. Alright. We are finally going forth. Chat chose Redcliffe for our first destination, so that's where we're gonna go. I'll take Alistair and Morgan.
Indeed.
And I'm already a rogue.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I usually take Liliana. Let's take Sten for a while. Alright, we are going to... That's Denerim. Mothering. Redcliffe Village.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
I told you before how Uncle Eamon raised me, right?
My,
that my mother was a
hello.
serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Are you sure you're not hiding anything else?
Besides my unholy love of fine cheeses and a minor obsession with my hair, no, that's it. Just the prince thing.
So I should be calling you Prince Alistair?
No! Maker's breath. Just hearing that gives me a heart attack. It's not true, anyhow. I'm the son of a commoner. It was always made clear that the throne is not in my future. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Uncle Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Caelan's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Yeah, the usual alternative to hiding the bastard is much worse. This was the right choice. That's not really what you think, is it?
No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
Oh, buddy. Little buddy. Alright. Redcliffe, it's good to see you.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
So I should call you Prince Alistair? Make her be good. I think I just invented the panic attack. That's what would happen. I'm on important business. I need to see Uncle Eamon.
The Arl? Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Uncle Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
I love to see Ban
Uncle
Tegan.
Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's true. It depends on what the chat says. Have we come to help them? I think we mostly have. But, we'll see. Voiced by Tim Watson. It's true. Can you hear Urianger in there?
It's Thomas, yes?
There
and
he
who
is.
are these people with you? They're obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see
I
them.
have played Okage.
Well
It's
done,
been a
Thomas.
very long time, but I
Greetings,
have.
friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies? Don't believe Loghain's lies! Bosch lives!
What, that he pulled his
Etc.
men in order to save them? That Caelan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey
I
Wardens
agree,
traitors,
Crimson.
murderers of the king. I don't believe it.
This
It
is
an
my
act of a
favorite
desperate
version
man.
of Ban Tegan.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances.
He was a butt to us
You're
in
here to see my
Trespasser.
brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh.
Yeah, that's
them. They hit
them.
again the next night. Each night they come
That's
with greater
them.
numbers. With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Uncle Eamon.
I know, Crimson. They unsexied him in Trespasser. It's just rough all around. Not what I wanted from Bantegan's appearance. Alright, chat. I don't know if this will actually make a difference to say. Of course we'll help her, this isn't our battle, because we do need to get to Uncle Eamon, that's required. So I guess that's not
no darkspawn here,
not
and
a
nothing to
vote-worthy
gain.
one.
It is a fool's errand.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to persuade Sten to stay with us. There's a chance to rescue the Arl. We have to try.
Yet helping these humans does nothing of the sort.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry.
Suppose
Sir
even
Perth,
put
one of
Jowan
Eamon's
on the
knights,
throne?
is just up the cliff
Noted.
at the windmill, watching the castle.
Write that down.
You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of Uncle Eamon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great
Oh,
faith.
thank you for posture
Sir Perth
check.
was one of the
I'm
knights sent on
adjusting.
this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Send Morgan in to talk with the demon, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Also, since we also check the kitty cat's posture, she is currently a donut. She is a donut who's getting some ear scritches right now. Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the
Scritches
gravest
for the Scritch
injuries.
Throne. Thank you for
Undead
hydrate, Patas.
Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing. None of them pleasant.
Oh, Anonymous, thank you. Anonymous, you are always so kind. Thank you so much. Also, DC, I see you there. Hello, welcome in. Naming an NPC Donut Ear Scritches. Yes. Congratulations to Io, to Locke, to Kanishi, to Gooch with the Fur, and to Stella 6 Flights. Oh, so many friends got subs. That's lovely. Thank you so much. What happens when this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Sten Big disapproves of this. That's fine.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists
Mother
in the
Hannah
Maker's
says we have
sight.
to be brave.
Blessed art
She
thou
says the
who
Maker
seeks
will
his
smile on
forgiveness.
us.
Blessed
haven't
art
Mother
thou
and
who
Father
seeks his
returned yet?
return. Blessed is
Maker
the
bless
prophetess,
you for
his
helping
daughter,
us, futile
sacrificed
though
the
it
holy
may
flame.
be.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
All right, all right. Where's Father?
Got a book on demonic possession.
I already
Good
told
day.
you. Father is outside.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Come on, Sten, we're gonna have a good time.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Like, Morgan is so real. You tried looking for him?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
All right.
Silence, girl. Do you want the... Is this where humans keep all their wisdom? Your behavior makes much more sense to me now.
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Well, they do. Actually, no. I don't think Darkspawn care who kills them.
You hadn't noticed there aren't Darkspawn around these parts. Not yet, anyway. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Seem rather calm, considering.
My men are certain enough as it is that they'll die tonight. They don't need me quivering in my boots. My death will come soon enough. It don't need me hurrying it along. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Okay. Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
See what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Misty, hello! Welcome in. How's your Sunday going? Let's see if he has any other jobs for us.
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
Anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Yes, this Misty is one of my D&D party mates and a frequent collaborator. In fact, I'm going to be playing Fatal Frame with Misty on Tuesday over at her channel. No worries, lurking is just fine. Let me give Misty a shout out. I really should give a lot of people shout outs. I do not have a mod in chat tonight. Let's see. What other friends do we have in chat? Let me take a peek. Many. So many. Fatal Frame. Queenie and I have talking about the smoochability of ghosts in
He's a trader, a dwarf.
in Fatal Frame.
Lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Right. I get the veteran.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
I will. I'll go talk to him.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just
Ghouls
my
on
luck, our
film.
success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Alright, let's see what our journal says. So we've got a little boy to look for. I'm gonna talk to Sir Perth near the windmill, blacksmith, and Dwin. And we want to look for Bevan. This is Caitlin's home, so maybe we'll get a clue here. Or if not a clue, maybe we'll get some loot here. Probably not. Hello, is someone in there?
This isn't your home.
Bevan, please.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Sten.
Ah, what are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Well, that worked. That worked!
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Your sister's looking for you, you know.
I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
So what were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help you.
No, I won't tell you. And you can't make me. You can't.
Okay. All right, buddy. Failed that persuasion check. Let's see what his sister has to say. I'd be real into it if she had a reward for me.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
We got a sneeze of XP. Take that. Alright, so we need to find... Here's the smith. Buddy?
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Oh, thank you for coming by, Misty. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Ah, yes, Muse's sister. That's me. I can't possibly repay you, so I won't. This is Owen the blacksmith. I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in? We do have advantage in persuasion, so let's see if we can...
Certainly not. I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go.
Need to talk about repairs for the militia.
That's so. Well, if Murdoch wants more weapons, you can give him the same answer I did. He can make them himself.
That threw you off? Yes, we have double Misties tonight. Please, I just want to talk to you.
All right, all right. I don't know why you're so determined. Here, I'll get the locks.
All right, all right.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Gwenira, a Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that.
Racist!
Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Okay, we can work with this. Or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Success. I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
I thought we were on the right
You were
track.
asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I'll promise you.
I'll
I'll find
accept
her.
that. It's something to hope for, at least.
All right.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you,
Oh
human.
no. Oh no.
Right then. It
Oh,
seems I have
no.
some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall.
I was so worried that was gonna go
anything
worse
done,
than it did.
Well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Anything in your house I can take? I love loot. It's me, a loot gremlin in every game.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there, but it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Couldn't the militia use this?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Thanks, bruh. Actually, some of this is potentially useful. Maybe not for me, but it's stuff I could give Liliana later. Stuff we didn't have to buy.
Ladder, so you can get off my back?
Yes, Gwenira, fetch a ladder.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
I still need to speak to Sir
You'll
Perth.
find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Alright, so we need to find Dwyn, and we need to find Sir Perth. Dwyn is in his house, I believe. I always really liked the way that this little town is laid out. Quite fond of Redcliffe Village. Oh, there's Dwyn's house. And a general store we should check out. I could pick the lock, but... Lock first. Well, he's not answering. Clearly, we have only one option left. Oh no, lock. Oh, failed to pick the lock. It's now hopelessly jammed. Kind of a rogue am I?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf?
Up here on the surface, you'll find we're all the same. And here that means unwelcome. Even a fellow lowborn like yourself.
I hear Varric in there.
Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're
Yeah,
here.
to tell you you're a bitch, Dwyn. Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So, Murdoch's sending a dwarf to do his begging for him? Hoping I'll get all misty-eyed with thoughts of home? Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
And I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put up a vote for chat for this one. We're gonna do it by poll. Let me pull up my manager here. Manage poll. New poll. How do we convince Dwyn? Gold. Booty. Influence. Intimidation. Duration. I'm gonna make this a short one. 2 minutes. Thank you for hydrate. I'm gonna drink. Have a great night, Cass. Sleep well. Can you vote if you have no context whatsoever? Absolutely. In fact, that makes it even more fun. Hydrating. My posture's good. Luna's posture. She is awake now, so she is a croissant. She's washing her face. Yes, say goodnight to the birds. I'm loving watching the bars change in real time as people vote. Oh yes, let Blee know he is loved. It's a persuasion check, but it would be very funny if we do make the booty one, which is currently winning. Let's see. I'm gonna let the timer finish running out, and then we will see what the final answer is. All right, guys. Booty wins. You have voted. You've made your choice. Let's see how it goes. What about a little more personal reward?
It's been a while since I've seen a dwarf lass as pretty as you. I'll give you that. It's tempting. But a night with you isn't worth risking my neck for Murdoch and those idiots. That's for sure.
Damn. Well, we'll continue down the persuasion route, I think. Well, no, the second vote was, second place was intimidate, so we'll try intimidation. You go and I don't cut off your head. How about that?
I've had enough of you strutting around like you own the place.
Oh no!
Come on, boys. This ends now.
Well, that's what we chose.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
So that went great. We will take his stuff. Man, all these chests in here and I can't use any of them. Alright. Let us level up Morgan. Oh, let's see. She can learn bear form. Because she's now level 8. Let's do it. Also, I haven't set Sten's tactics yet, so let me do that. Alistair is set to defensive. Morgan's set to ranged. Don't want aggressive, it's too aggressive, as as the name implies. Alright. Don't want them attacking enemies the moment they're visible. Want to be able to choose. Yeah, he'll feel very intimidated when he's dead. How dare he turn down Djibouti. Halcyon form. Alright, so that didn't go great. What is next? Sir Perth. Go up to the... Oh, and we're gonna check the general store while we're here. Choosing violence. The people voted for sex and violence. Which is understandable, I think. There's lamp oil in these barrels. Good to know.
I'll get on it.
Insufficient skill for lockpicking. Nar. Lake Calenad, no swimming. I'll take that all fruit.
Got it.
Deathroot back here.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
Deathroot. Alright, let's head up to the mill. You'd like my opinion on something?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Nothing for now.
Very well.
I'll be back for you later.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Were you really in that cage for 20 days?
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Ah, too bad. That's got serious potential.
Also love Sten. Sten does not love me at the moment, but I love Sten.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I am unfamiliar with addressing a dwarf of your station. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me Gwenera if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Uncle Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with a Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes,
yeah,
excellent
buddy.
idea. I'll send some men to collect
buddy.
the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Alistair was so ready to write some cage riddles. Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Good to know, good to know. Anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
Tell me about what's happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
What is the Arl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Getting so much info for later. The knights left the castle defenseless.
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I'm reading chat to catch up on info about this Fallout quest. Interesting. Settlement led by a tree man. Love that for him. I want to discuss something else. What's your status?
Although we are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
Alright, carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
We will go talk to Mother Hannah. Check things out inside the,
Sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
It has been for days. It is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but...
Nothing clickable in here. On that side.
Now's better than later.
I solve a love letter. And turn those in somewhere later. Oh, there's an Andraste's Grace over here. Give that to Liliana. She'll love that.
I hope setting those creatures alight works, and kills them quickly before they stumble into the wood and thatch of the houses.
It is good you elected to help defend the village, but I doubt we will make it through the night.
Y'all, pessimists. We can do this.
So I understand the Jarl's brother placed you in charge of the village's defense. Your presence is welcome.
Let's head into the chantry. And no need to doubt. Not like we're gonna make the corpses explode. It's gonna be fine.
You are of dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I have my own reasons to be here.
Which doesn't include protecting innocents. Regardless, I am grateful the Maker brought you to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sapath believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Girl, can you bless me?
What is it you need, child?
I'd like your blessing.
You would? That is, I mean, of course. I'd be happy to. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Cool, thank you.
What is it you need, child?
How safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Alright. We're gonna give it a shot.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Let's go tell the mayor what happened with Dwyn, and then we'll go up to the mill.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'd like to talk about Dwyn.
Yes? What's he up to now?
Dwyn is dead, in case you didn't
That
know.
fool. I told him not to lock himself in there. I told him we wouldn't be able to make sure he was safe.
Oh, he doesn't know it
Would
was
he listen?
us.
Thank you for telling me. Another senseless
Oops.
death to add to the list, I suppose. Shame.
Yeah, that sounds like a really cool storyline, Patas.
There's not much time before sundown.
How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect.
Yeah, it's the same as earlier.
These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. We're better off now that we've sufficient arms. I don't know that we're ready for the battle, really, but were we ever? Is there anything else?
I'll be back. I need to check on something.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Let's go check out the mill. Their arms are wildin'. Well, they're on the perfect channel for that then. Big Wild Arms fans here.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah does not believe she can help you.
I see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless.
What's your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Gonna quick save before I tell him I'm ready to make my stand.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Ready to make my stand
There is
here.
still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Oh. I'm ready now.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
But am I? This has been a really hard run so far, so I am interested to see how this goes. As this is our first place beyond Lothering.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
That's true, I have dog now. And I did make a bunch of potions. And we are gonna set things on fire.
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the Maker and our hour. Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
Ooh, they're coming. Oh my goodness, Taylor!
Let me see some blood.
Welcome in, Taylor and Raiders. How are you tonight? How was Majora's Mask? Also, all things are possible through Barkspawn, who strengthens me. It's true. It's true. The raid music is from Valkyrie Profile, but my sub and my sub alert is from Lunar. Both of which are beloved games on this channel. Big Lunar fan. In fact, Lunar was the first game that I streamed on my own. Before that, I was streaming Persona 3 with London. Origins is good. We are defending Redcliffe. It is, I'm interested to see how it goes. This is the first place that chat sent us. And we've had a pretty squishy run so far. But it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm having a good time. You did not know what was in Majora's Mask, and you were not you were surprised? Oh, exciting. That's thrilling. Redcliffe first sounds rough. Redcliffe first is actually how I did my very first run of this game. Because that's where Alistair wanted to go, and I was like, that seems like a good idea. Okay. But that was on the PS3 and on easy, which the PS3's normal is this game's easy. The PC version skews harder to begin with. So I'm interested to see how it goes. If you need to step away to get a drink, get a snack, stretch your leggies, go to bed, I know it is late for you. By all means, thank you so much for bringing your community over. It is always wonderful to see you. I'm excited to hear more about your Majora's Mask journey as it goes on.
All right. It's your time to die. All right.
Be wary. There must be others there.
No, I am going to make Sten more aggressive. It'll be okay. I think it'll be fine.
Get off my back.
Oops, accidentally tabbed out of my game when all I wanted to do was heal my dog.
You're gonna regret this.
must apologize for Wimp Lo. He is an idiot. We have purposely trained him wrong, as a joke.
Thank you for Wimp Lo.
Show them no mercy.
Pay no attention to Alistair. We have trained him wrong as a joke.
That's right, come on! Can I take you a powder so you can get off my back?
For the Grey Warden!
Everyone's doing pretty okay right now.
Too easy.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Right, Knight, stay here and guard the
Come
path.
on! We need to hurry!
Let's go, go, go. So far, so good.
Lifeless bastards. Let me see some blood. You're gonna regret this. Ladder so you can get off my back. All right, all right. Got it. Push them back!
Okay, done with you now.
Leave Morrigan alone.
A bit more dying, please.
It's your time to come.
You battle a kunai!
Run while you still can. Ready.
Drink that. Well, not drink. It's not a potion. It's a poultice. You said health kit.
I'll get on it.
Oh, I didn't mean to make her walk over here. That's fine. I am running out of stamina.
You'll get no mercy from me. Got it. All right, all right. There won't be me.
And stay there, you monster!
No, Stan.
How desperate you are, you're pathetic.
Go off, Queen.
All right, all right. Have at ya!
Check everyone else for injuries.
Scurry and scatter.
Oh, he has one. Thank you for Emmett Selk. Alright. been coming over from this way. Aha!
Strike at me if you dare again.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Yeah!
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
There's still much more to do, Bantegan.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Thank you for victory, fanfare.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
May their ancestors give them welcome.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Alright, we've got a level up for Alistair. Ooh, 2 strength and 1 constitution this time. Can we learn bravery, passive, bonus to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, and bonus to critical chance? That's nice. Disengage. We don't want that. He is tanking. We're gonna go with bravery. Good one. Oh boy. He needs to level up. Good boy has an injury also. Alright, we are headed to the castle. Remember how there were Bantegan simps in the DA fandom? Yeah, I was one of them. And then Trespasser happened, and he was a butt and wearing a stupid hat, if I recall. Love Bantegan. This Bantegan is voiced by Timothy Watson, voice of my beloved Urianger. That said, like, I like Bantegan, but I know what you mean. There were some people who were like deep simps. Deep Bantegan simps.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here. But we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Cool, thanks, buddy. Ah, there's a landmark tree over here. Come here, dog. Labari dominance now active. Should have done that earlier, but I didn't. I didn't notice it when it would have been useful. Oh well.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Why didn't you mention this before?
I knew you would choose to enter the castle instead of staying in the village. And we needed warriors. I'm sorry if I... Maker's breath.
Tigan. Thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde. You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
Why don't we all go to the castle?
What? Who is this woman, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
What about Uncle Eamon? Is he still alive?
He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Who is this woman, Tigan? Why must Tigan go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tigan. Tigan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Do you think this evil could be some kind of demon?
I do not know.
Don't you?
Maker's mercy.
Don't you know, Isolde?
Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tigan. Please.
Tell me about this mage you mentioned.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Why do I get the feeling you aren't telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
But it's true, isn't it? Impertinent for a dwarf, you mean?
No, I did not mean...
Haha, racism card!
Please.
I'm sorry,
Stop
Luna, I
this.
didn't mean to spook
An
you.
evil I cannot fathom holds my son and the husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me? Tigan, I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
Enough questions, we need to decide what to do.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
This is a mistake. You're going to get yourself killed.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
All right, Tegan, what's the plan?
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Good. This is the way I'd prefer it.
Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can.
We can do this.
Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
I don't believe that. I'll rescue you all,
You're
I
a good
promise.
woman. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
One fool plan on top of another.
But I can delay no longer.
Sten, we're alive.
Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
I know this is not how Kunari do things. Sir Perth, you on board?
Van Tegan informed me that he would like us to wait at the castle gate, should you get the opportunity to open
Van
it.
Tegan's on board!
I would prefer to enter the castle with you, but he is right. Someone must remain to guard Redcliffe and bring word to the king should our plan go awry. At any rate, I will go to the gates now. May you remain in the Maker's sight, my friend.
Playing this game on a Sunday night is so dangerous because I want to play forever. I have time, though.
I locked myself in a cage once when I was a child. For an entire day. Ah, good times.
Alistair, you are shooting yourself in the foot with Sten. Go forth, warriors.
I am your death.
Play forever. Oops.
Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
This bitch. Possibly. Who are you supposed to be?
My name is Jowan. I'm a mage Lady Isolde hired to tutor her son Connor. Until they, threw me into the dungeon here.
You're the one who poisoned the Arl.
I'm not proud of it. The Arlessa had no idea what I was hired to do when she took me in to tutor Connor. I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
Why did you poison Uncle Eamon?
I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Uncle Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar. A blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible! I have to make it right somehow. I have to!
Blood mages, not even once. Why did the Arlessa need a mage to tutor her son?
Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the circle of magi would take him away for training.
That is how we do things.
A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent.
I also don't hate
Her
Jowan
husband
Locke.
had no idea.
But he sure makes some choices. I think I understand.
I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die, surely.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please.
Before we vote for a decision, how will you make things right?
I tried to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
And after that, what happens?
Afterwards, I assume I'll be arrested, or executed, or whatever people like me get. I'm tired of running from the circle. I need to account for what I've done.
It's commendable if it's true.
I'm glad you think so. So what now?
All right, I'm putting up another vote. Let's see. Full. What do we do with Jowan? Leave him in prison. All right, it's up for 2 minutes. Everybody, now is your chance to weigh in. And I'm gonna eat this protein bar while the people decide how we proceed with Jowan. Also a good Luna scorching break. You don't remember this guy at all? He is more memorable if you do the Circle Mage origin. Thank you for the Hydrate Imposter check. I've hydrated. My posture is good, being very good in utilizing my fancy secret lab chair appropriately. Luna's posture is sleepy croissant. She's awake enough to rub her face all over my hands, which is very cute. I would like everyone to know that as of last month, I have been streaming for 3 years. And Luna will have been channel mascot for 3 years when we get to June. Jowan, your other nemesis. How is the chair? I love it. It's very good. I think it was worth the investment, especially because I work from home. And like pretty much my whole life is in this room. I spend a lot of time at my desk. It has definitely made a difference in my posture and my back health. And it's just also very comfortable. I'm a big fan. I also had the opportunity to have tried it before I bought one because I have friends who have one. And I've sat in theirs many a time, so I knew it was comfortable. And theirs have lasted them for years. So it is pricey to start with, but well worth it because it'll last you a long time. All right, the people have spoken. We're going to leave him in prison. I think you'll stay in your cell for now.
Then I will wait. If you change your mind, I will be here.
Okay. Can I get anything? But I'm going to open every other cell right in front of him to check for loot.
I'll get on it. All right, all right. Now's better than later.
Fetch a ladder so you can get off my back? There's no loot in there, but it was funny to open them all. Oh, pile of filth. Oh, here they come.
Let me see some blood. Got it. I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic. It's your time to go.
Also, I don't know if I said it. I thought I did, but hello, Noctis. I love that boy.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Let's see, what is it for lockpicking? It's cunning, right? Is it dexterity? I think it's cunning. We could use some cunning anyway. Coercion. I've not been stealing, and I probably should, but I'm gonna take a point in coercion, because we do make good use of that. So yes, cunning is for traps and locks. That's good to know. Take lockpicking. Money. Yes, gather my party and venture forth.
All right, all right.
Big room.
Why can't the dead stay in the ground with it? It's so big. You can get off my back. Now's better than later.
go.
They won't know what hit them. Oh, this should be good. All right, all right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Hell yeah, unlocked. Weapons. And stun leveled, so that'll be nice. Oh, that's a better bow for me. Arrow.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it. All right, all right.
All right, let's do some leveling and then some gear shuffling. Sten, your constitution making me nervous. Two-handed. Ooh. It's golems and other constructs. We will be fighting a lot of those. Two-handed strength is very good. Go with two-handed strength. Right, so for me... New bow. That's right, I can put on a helmet. Because I have the helmet mod. My boots are better. Armor is better. Alright, Alistair. Jean gloves. What he's got is better. Nope. Better across the board there. Oathkeeper is still going to be better than what he... First, still going to be better than Dwin's sword. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Morgan, I don't think I have anything new for you. Could wear this terrible helmet. Alright, Sten. Do I have anything else two-handed that he... Decent flat blade better. Gloves. 20. Okay, we weren't in terrible shape, but we're in slightly better shape now. The new bow was a nice treat for me.
Strike at me!
Oh, there's shades in here.
right, all right. Just call me the Reaper. You'll get no mercy from me.
Ook. Okay.
Got it. I'll get on it. Can I give you a ladder so you can get off my back? The Run while you can.
Love when a door gives me a good bottleneck.
You have no skill, only desperation. Oh, this should be good. Push them back! Another battle, I see. Ha-ha! All right, all right. Got it.
Oh no, doggies.
Sounds better than later. Save some dignity. Can I give you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, thank you, Fast Wolf. It was good to see you. Go get your GPU. Fantastic. Congratulations.
This'll be
Oh no.
I'll get on it. Now's better than later. All right, all right. You cannot win. I'm done with that. Now's better than later.
Drink a
Let me see
potion.
some blood. Ready. Let us end this. It's your time to die.
Oh, there I go. Oh, we're fine.
At your service.
See? Nothing happened. Nobody died. Collar for my dog. Oh, and new war paints. And a gift for doggy.
I'll get on it.
Okay. Oh, I can't alter his oh, I could if I select him as the party member, I bet. Yes. Okay, yeah, it's a better collar. What does war paint does? +4 versus beast, 30 cold versus 30 electricity. Okay. Good without those for now.
At your service.
We can make some injury kits. No, we need distillation. Okay, well. Couple poultices. We'll get distillation agent when we can.
I see a trap. Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
These guys were like just hanging in this closet.
All right.
Waiting for me.
I'll get on it.
Take
Let me see some blood.
My dudes. Magic. Tubed magic for now. Doesn't need that because I'm doing it. Mana drain is good to have.
Now's better than later.
All this corpse skull will come in handy.
What do you wish of me?
Sorry. Later.
Now we get our hands dirty. I will not be defeated.
Anything here?
All right, all right.
Yes. Oh, hey. You made it.
Please, don't hurt me.
Calm down. I'm not going to hurt you.
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone?
Elena, the Smith's daughter?
You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here?
There's a tunnel leading out of the dungeon.
But the monsters!
I've killed most of them. It's safe.
I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Run, girl, run.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That's right, come on!
Okay, done with you now.
Delightful!
Mustisala!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it.
You required.
Oh, this should be good. Fear me. Another battle, I see.
officer. Spearmon! I can't believe it. The head of the Church of Speed himself? Welcome in, Spearmon and Raiders. Let me get you a shout out. Speed be with you. How are you tonight? Excellent. You were playing Sonic Unleashed. Glad to see that the Church of Sonic is going strong. Guys, Spearmon plays a lot of different games, but London and I first encountered him while he was holding mass, the Church of Speed. It is indeed a fantastic weekly tradition. How are you tonight? Thank you so much for bringing your community over. For those who don't know me, I am Necro or Chris. Either is fine. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of JRPGs, but we are currently working on some Dragon Age Origins where chat is making all of the major decisions for me, which has been fantastic. Oh, it was fun until it wasn't. I see. One of those games. Unfortunate. Sonic should always be fun, but I know that that is not the case. Oh, there's a lot of collecting in that one. Am I remembering this correctly? Does he turn into a were-hedgehog in that game? Is he like Werewolf Sonic? Did I dream this? Yes, okay, okay. I'm so glad. Delightful, thank you. That's the one. Oh. Got it. The only thing Sonic should be collecting are rings and chili dogs. Emerald's also okay, I guess. It came out of nowhere. Thank you. Fantastic. Spearmon, if you need to step away, get a drink, get a snack, stretch, whatever it is you may need to do, any kind of post-stream care, by all means, take the time to do so. I am very thrilled to have you here for whatever amount of time, and I promise I will take good care of you boys. It may be Sunday night, but I am deep in the Origins addiction. We are going to keep going for a while longer, at least. I can't be stopped. I can't be made to make good decisions. Chat may be making the decisions in the game, but they can't make decisions in my real life.
I'll get on it.
There's a big pile of junk. Helmet in there. Another love letter, which we will need. Steel bracers with warhounds on them. Alistair, would you like that? I feel like Sten might like it, but he also might not. Yes, have yourself a great night. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you again for the raid. It's always wonderful to see you. Oh, a revenant. Vashadan, you're right, buddy. Oh, Alistair. Oh, Morgan.
Yes?
Oh, dog. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no.
Got it.
Oh, it got me also. I stink bombed myself. Okay, that's not gonna be good. Sten doesn't like things, he just dislikes certain things fondly. That's true. I've been quick saving a lot, so I think I didn't. Okay, it was just in this previous room.
Got it.
You guys stay here.
A little backstabbing never hurt anyone.
Can I stealth over here and open this first?
Now's better than later.
Yeah, I can.
Got it.
Let's pick off the little guys first because they go down fast.
Now's better than later. All right, all right. Got it. I'll get on it.
Show them the might of Redcliffe!
You're hopeless!
Off I go.
It shall be as you say.
Now's better than later.
Show them the might of Redcliffe!
This was much better. The dwarf level camera makes him look bigger. It's true.
Is it time to kill something? All right, all right. I'll get on it.
Alright, that was our first revenant of the game. First of many. That was much better. Sir Perth survived. One of his boys didn't, but we take what we can get. Just snoop over here to see if there's anything to pick up. Not on this side. Not here either. You guys don't just leave treasure lying around on your parapets, please. Miss you.
All right, all right.
Miss you, Garx Gang.
So these are our visitors.
The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers? The ones I sent to reclaim my village?
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is a dwarf, Connor. You've seen dwarves before. We've had them here at the castle.
Had them? For dinner, maybe. Looks like a tough chew. Maybe in a nice stew. Shall I send it to the kitchen, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
So he's the evil force you spoke of.
No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Eamon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for?
Need to see Uncle Eamon.
So you're a concerned well-wisher. Why didn't you say that in the first place? All the sneaking around and killing is so unnecessary. But Father is so very ill. We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now she'll repay me.
We must be wary!
Shall be as you say.
Takes forever! Let's have at it!
Oh, rip Stan.
Get off my back.
Another battle, I see. Hopefully you don't fight as poorly as you smell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I too quick for you?
Is it just me?
Tegan.
Welcome back, boys.
Tegan, are you all right?
I am... I think.
Oh, Queenie, hello, my sweet bitch.
My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died.
It's going. How's your night going?
The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
You're just in time for what is surely to be another vote. You knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
Clearly the child is an abomination. There is only one way to stop it.
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
So you had no idea the man you hired was an assassin?
None. I trusted Logain. Why wouldn't I? How could I have suspected the mage he sent would be a murderer?
And Eamon knew nothing of your plans.
Oh, Queenie, that sounds like a wonderful night. I'm so glad you had a good one.
I would only demand we do the right thing. I was not going to lose my son. Not to magic.
Now you may lose him anyway, and so much more.
No. No, please. There must be another way. There must be something we can do.
Connor's not responsible for this. By this, do you mean the demonic possession, the wholesale slaughter, or the insidious mind control? Okay, what are our options?
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
No? What about the mage? He could know something of this demon. If he still lives, we could speak to him.
He's down in the dungeon, still
Then
alive.
we should bring him here immediately. I do not know how much we can trust him. But we must find out what he knows. Tegan, could you find him?
I will try. Though if he resists, I will not hesitate to kill him. I'll return shortly.
You're lucky to be alive, Jowan. After all you've done.
I didn't summon any demon, Lady Isolde. But I did poison the Arl, and that started all this. I'm willing to help if you'll let me. The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to
Jowan,
do
the
that,
problem
certainly.
solver.
But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have blood magic.
What difference does that make?
Lyrium provides the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
So no other method.
Power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood and evil be of any help here.
Sorry, I have to keep
wrongs
tabbing
don't
out
make
to
a
mute
right.
It does seem like a sensible choice.
Snooze
with
ads.
A willing participant.
We do not want
Connor
ads during
is
the scene.
blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
All right, first vote of what may be a few. Let's see. New poll. Alright, new poll is up. Help me decide. How do we move forward? Save the children. What did those kids ever do for us? That's true. What have kids done for me lately? I was a nanny for too many years. Maybe we don't need to save the children. I'm just kidding. I love the kids that I worked with. I do. I love those kids. I love those kids so much. So far, it looks like Finding Another Way is in the lead. This particular child has a triple-digit kill count. That is also true. But, yeah, I agree. Possession murders don't count. It sucks to be a mage in this world. And he's like just a baby mage without hardly any training. Even the best mages have demons knocking on their door trying to get all up in their bodies. It's rough. It's a rough world, Thetis. All right. Paul has counted down. We are going to try to find another way. All right, there must be another way to enter the Fade.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
Okay, the Circle Tower is not far from here.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The
I'm
tower
the bad
is about
guy,
a day's
huh?
journey
Well,
across the
Queenie.
lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
You are a
But
baddie.
what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
I'll take that chance.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a
it's
precaution.
still a no,
He says he wants
I'm
to help,
afraid.
so he will keep an eye on
Thank you.
Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Not rocking up on the Golden City and corrupting everyone's shared dream space and making demons out to get everyone and also creating corruption down below. Not that. Alright, so for now, we are done here.
Hang in there, dearest. Give him 9 hells.
Thank you, Gale. I appreciate. Oh.
Make it your so you can get off my back.
Connor, really? You couldn't, like, give a bitch a minute?
You won't see it. You can give you a ladder so you can get off my back.
Oh, real bad.
Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me!
Hey, Tegan.
Now's better than later.
Guys?
Got it.
that was a mistake. Can I leave? Can I just leave? No. I can't just leave. This is fine. I made a mistake of trying to snoop. No, we're this far back. Was there not an autosave? No. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let ads play and then we will discuss what comes next. I should have saved after all that, but I didn't. Alright, this door we're gonna open.
Lifeless bastards.
Because we know that that is the way. Sten is trying to 1v1 that Revenant.
I'll get on it. It's your time to die.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Show them no mercy.
This is not going as well as it did last time because I don't have my Sten.
You cannot win.
Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it.
Who's left up there? Nobody. Okay, nobody was left. Well, today's lesson is one that I have learned many times in the past and forgot tonight, which is always be savin'. Always be savin'.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle.
Oh yeah, let's do that together.
Excellent. Let us go now then, and see what awaits us there.
Wah, 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 wah. I'm sorry, I don't have music to trumpet
these are
along
our
with.
visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers.
Redcliffe is going. I just
The
got a
ones I
game
sent to
over, so
reclaim
that
my
was
village.
I hadn't saved in a bit.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother?
You were the mocap suit for
can't
that
see it
dance
well.
animation?
This is a
Amazing.
dwarf,
Amazing. Also, yes, I will trumpet accordingly when the time comes, for
You've
sure.
seen dwarves before. We've had them here at the castle.
Had them? For dinner, maybe. Looks like a tough chew. Maybe in a nice stew. Shall I send it to the kitchen, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor? Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman!
Oh, thank you for getting shout-outs.
Make us
Much
breath.
appreciated.
What has
Get
happened here?
sniped.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
Alright, I'm gonna choose all the same options we chose last time.
No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Eamon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Maybe just do the blood magic
But
this
let's
time, it
keep
sounds
things
faster.
civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for? So you're a concerned but
Okay,
father is
I can
so
skip
very
through,
ill.
but if the
We
knights
really
say
shouldn't
anything,
disturb
it
him.
won't automatically
Isn't
skip
that
them,
right,
which is
Mother?
good.
Of course you don't. I crave excitement.
Alright, now we're gonna have to fight again.
Oh, this should be...
But now we have knight friends.
You can get off my back. Now's better than you.
We must be wary!
Let's see what you're made of! Stop your drooling and save some dignity, fool. Head at ya!
Tegan.
Damn, that was so much easier.
Please. Connor's not responsible.
Clearly the child is...
He's not...
Isn't that what started?
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. None.
And
Eamon would only demand we do the right thing. No. No, please.
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but
I also love
he's
the
an
dog front
abomination.
and center, our best
I'm
boy.
not sure there's any choice.
No. What about the mage? Then we...
Right, tell us some shit,
What do you
Jowan.
mean? Is the demon...
Not fit.
You can...
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. Lyrium...
So...
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't end...
I agree.
What?
Either...
Blood.
Connor is blameless in this.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things.
Alright, we decided
You
to
can
find
find
another
Lyrium and more
way.
mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it. That is an excellent point. One of the treaties
Yeah,
is
the
also
crazy
for the
Oriange
Circle of
voice is so
Magi,
good.
After all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mages help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Very well. I will keep Jowan. Go to...
Alright. First, we save. Then we loot. I do want to check out those other rooms, so I do think that the guards should come with me. Okay, that goes to the main hall. Or this is the main hall, so this will let...
I'll get on it.
Oh, we need the key. Alright.
I see enemies ahead!
Alright, bring him back here. Oh, Sir Perth, you're my hero.
Get off my back. Got it.
What?
Ready. Wipe them out. How about you? You are. Win
Hey, who opened that door? Because it wasn't me.
Yes? The scores of battle.
All right. Now we get our hands dirty.
Just call me the Reaper.
I am your death. Cross me and you shall pay. Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, the knights are done. They don't care about the zombies. They only cared about the suits of armor. Wow. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Ice bolts are nice. Inventory is full. Break a couple things. We'll be going back to camp soon to clear out our stuff anyway. That's what I wanted.
All
the
right.
amulet. I think we can go upstairs, but I don't know what good it does now. I did save. I did. I saw it. Actually, I saved before I saw anything. I just chose to save, but I will save again. We should get a save command.
Lana.
That'll be on my list of
Lana.
commands to add.
Lana!
I did! I quick saved! I saved!
Danger zone.
Thank you for Hydrate and Posture Check. Let me get my water.
Hang in there, dearest. Give him 9 hells.
Saving is very quick. It's just pressing F5. See? My posture is good. Luna's posture is... She has just rejoined me. Her posture is on blanket. Right, I do need to make space. Let's get rid of some stuff that I'm either not using or is just absolutely gonna be trash for me. Most of this can be sold, but I don't think for any significant amount. But I'm still gonna try and get rid of some of the cheaper stuff. I will clean out once we are back at camp. There's like nice stuff here. There's gifts and stuff. Can't leave them.
Lifeless bastards.
Guys, come on now.
Let me see some blood. Got it. Later. All right. Got You're gonna regret this.
Well, good thing I just saved, because if I die again, I'm just gonna grab the book and get out. I'm over this. Over it.
Now's better than later.
My boys have so many head injuries. This no-win life we're living is rough.
Begin the onslaught.
Gonna need me to make all the F keys into this quick save. Luna should have her own save button. Also, yeah, we're just trying to find the bathroom. We didn't die, so that's good.
What is it?
You guys can each get rid of like one concussion, but you've probably got multiples.
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
as you wish.
We'll talk at camp. This is not the time. Should I be here? Maybe not.
Now's better than later. Got it. You will learn to feel how desperate you are. Another battle rifle. Got it. Let's see what you're made of.
That's cool, Alistair. Just, yep, goodbye.
Even the stem can be cut down.
It's fine. He's fine. He's back up.
Got it.
I am gonna put up a poll now for where we should head next. We won't head there tonight, but it'll let me plan for next stream. So, where should we head next? That one's going to be a longer one. I'm going to let that run for 10 minutes while we wrap up here. Okay. So, we're still going for a little bit longer, but I do want the poll to have time to get everybody to weigh in. I want to at least finish
all right.
cleaning up in Redcliffe here. And we'll go back to camp and do some housekeeping. Oh, Connor's up here. I don't think I want to go in there. I think that's going to force a fight. Head to the bathroom, but I don't see that as an option. The bathroom is also at camp.
No mercy. Lost me and you shall pay.
You're on autopilot. Understandable. Have a nice day. A chest. Trade manifest. Hardened leather armor. Requires 14 strength. Good to know. Alright. I think that is as far as we can go without angering Connor. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you, but I do love you.
All right, all right.
I do not want to piss Connor off any more than I already have. We would like to try to save him. So voted, chat.
All right, all right.
Oh, get some good sleep, Queenie. Thank you for stopping by. I can pee on the circle tower. Hell yeah. I hope you also have a great day tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have a pretty good day tomorrow. I've decided. Ah, the vault key. Okay. Let's go back up.
I'll get on it.
I definitely want some of these things. Eamon's shield, that's gonna be great. Chevalier's mace. I don't think anyone will use that now, but I feel like depending on when we get Ogren, because we don't know where we're going next, that would be useful. I don't need that longbow, mine is better. This bow is really good. Less armor and armor penetration and shorter range, but chance to avoid missile attacks, which is nice. And some knockback bolts. This. We'll give some of these gifts, that'll help. What is Alistair's armor looking like? Better? Is better. Just the gloves, though. God, we desperately need to sleep and take care of all of our injuries. Okay, I think I got everything here that I want. Alright, now we leave for real. We leave for real. Have a great night, Patas. It was good to see you. Also, I see Circle of Magi is winning by a lot. Everybody wants Mima. And also, I suppose the story makes it make sense. Naps are love, naps are life. It's true. I'm gonna go take a big nappy. Let's get the heck out of here. I don't have that key, apparently. Someone want to give it to me?
There has been no sight of the mages yet. If you intend to continue with this plan, I suggest you get on with it.
Ooh, elf roots, yeah. Save just in case we go back to camp and it's not the peaceful camp we all hope and pray for. Because sometimes things happen.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
What's not to understand about that?
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
Grey Wardens can't be women.
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
That's not a universal truth. Some women fight.
Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
They don't wish to be men. They wish to be women who fight.
Do they also wish to live on the moon? That's as attainable.
The classic. Kunari got to talk to us about gender, because that's how their society is divided. I'm a woman and I'm fighting.
One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Kunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
But a person can choose what to do.
Can they? We'll see.
Alright. So, as we're wrapping up here, we see that Circle of Magi is unanimous, so that's where we will go next time we play, whenever that happens to be. Potentially next weekend, maybe before, if I have the time and get the wild hair to play. Tell him about hair dye? That'll blow his mind, yeah. I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. My next stream is going to be Tuesday night. I will be co-hosting over at the Misty Greenhouse along with Queenie. Let me give Misty a shout out. We start about 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will be playing Fatal Frame. Kana's still live? I'm amazed. Maybe we'll go raid Kana then while she's still up. And then my next stream on this channel is going to be on Wednesday. We're going to play more Lufia 2 with Corvus and London. Kana's been going 7 hours and 40 minutes, and I think she's going to be wrapping up soon. Let me see if I can find somebody who is going to be going a little bit longer. I know Jojo is... Oh, Jojo's playing Parasite Eve. Bit is playing Final Fantasy IX and just started. I'm going to send us over to Bit, because he's going to be going for a while. But thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. I know we don't usually stream Sunday nights, but I have the last 2 weeks and it's been pretty good. But it has been a pleasure to play more of this. We did die, but we died a lot less than last time. We died a lot less. So next time we'll be heading to the... Oh, thank you for Kupo. We'll be heading to the Circle of Magi. And I will be delighted to have you guys help me make some more choices and see what kind of chaos we can sow. I am going to get this raid started. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And until we come back, take care of yourselves and each other.
Disjointed in that way.